More bad news from Boeing. The firm is warning that some 737 jets may have defective wing parts. And it's not just about the 737 MAX, but other new generation 737 planes as well. You've got the regulators and Boeing telling airlines now to ground the planes with faulty parts until they are replaced. The question is, how long will that take? Oren Lieberman joins me now. Oren, the news goes from bad to worse for Boeing. Another challenge. Talk us through what we learned as a result of these faulty parts.
So the part we're talking about specifically is what's known as a slat track. A slat is a movable part on the front edge of a wing that comes out and improves airflow at low airspeeds generally. The slat track is simply the two railings on which that part moves forward and back. And that's what we're talking about with this latest issue. The FAA says some of these are defective and need to be inspected and repaired within 10 days. It affects quite a number of aircraft, 312 aircraft worldwide, according to the FAA, as well as 65 in the U.S. And that includes both the 737 MAX that have been such a focus lately, as well as the 737 NG, the new generation. So there are a number of airplanes affected here. This is, however, a relatively minor issue. The FAA says it'll take 10 days, or it should be fixed and inspected within 10 days. So the problem is not major. The FAA says it can't take down an airplane. It can, however, damage an airplane slightly. The bigger issue is, however, exactly what you said it is. It is another question of doubt, another hit to the public confidence, not only in Boeing, but also in the 737 aircraft. Now, not only, as we've said, the 737 MAX, but also the 737 NG, and that is the major hit here, as Boeing has been struggling, working to get the 737 MAX back in the air after the Lion Air crash and the Ethiopian Air crash. And that is the bigger story here, another hit to Boeing's confidence. That, and there's another issue here, Julia, an even bigger issue, and that's the question of, will the world's airline regulators, aviation regulators, work in lockstep as they have, or are we about to see a break here? We could very well be looking at a situation where the FAA says, yes, the 737 MAX is ready to go back into the air, and the Europeans say, no, wait, we want a few more tests, we have a few more questions, and that, in and of itself, would be stunning. On top of that, the Chinese may also say the same thing. We want more time, we want more tests. The difference is, in the Chinese case, with the trade war looming, their questions may be of a political nature instead of an aviation nature.